Imagine standing inside the UFC cage, just a few feet away from Petr Yan, one of the most skilled strikers in modern MMA. You have trained for months. You have a game plan. You know you need space to move, attack, and escape. But then the fight starts. Yan does not rush forward. He does not throw reckless punches. He simply walks towards you, step by step. Why does that make him so dangerous? Because every step has a purpose. He slowly takes away your space, limits your movement, and forces you to make mistakes. But what is the real secret behind Petr Yan's pressure style? Is it just about moving forward, or is there something much smarter happening? Yan does not pressure opponents just to make them uncomfortable. He pressures them to become predictable. Today, on Iron Fist MMA, we will break down how Petr Yan's pressure works, why elite fighters struggle against it, and what makes his striking style so effective. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Iron Fist MMA, and let's get started. A style built on discipline. Before Petr Yan became a UFC champion, he spent years developing the skills and habits that would later define his fighting style. Growing up in Russia, Yan first trained in boxing before transitioning to mixed martial arts. That boxing foundation can still be seen every time he steps inside the cage. While many fighters depend on speed and explosive attacks, Yan focuses more on timing, patience, and reading his opponents. He does not rush into exchanges. Instead, he watches carefully. How does his opponent react after throwing a kick? Do they lower their hands after combinations? Do they repeat the same counters? These small details help Yan understand their patterns. Some fans think he starts slowly, but often he is gathering information and learning his opponent's habits. Once he finds those patterns, his pressure becomes much more dangerous. Pressure is not chasing. Many people misunderstand what pressure fighting really means. They think it is simply about rushing forward and constantly attacking. But that is not how Petr Yan fights. Yan does not blindly chase his opponents around the cage. Instead, he focuses on controlling their movement and taking away their options. With small steps, smart footwork, and careful angle changes, he slowly pushes opponents into difficult positions. He does not need to force them back quickly. He patiently removes their escape routes until they find themselves close to the fence. Once an opponent's movement becomes limited, Yan becomes even more dangerous. They have fewer directions to move. They have less space to create powerful attacks. They have less time to react to his strikes. For Yan, the cage is not just a boundary. It becomes another tool that helps him control the fight and create openings. The importance of footwork. Most fans focus on the punches. Petr Yan lands, but they often miss the footwork that makes those punches possible. The real power behind Yan's pressure comes from his controlled movement. He stays balanced, keeps his feet in the right position, and remains ready to attack or defend at any moment. Unlike many aggressive fighters who move forward too quickly and leave themselves open, Yan rarely overcommits. Even when he is pushing the pace, he keeps his weight under control. This balance gives him the ability to throw powerful attacks while still protecting himself from counters. Good pressure is not just about moving forward. It is about staying in control while creating danger. Because pressure without balance can become reckless, but pressure with balance becomes a weapon. And that is exactly what makes Petr Yan's footwork such an important part of his fighting style. Making opponents fight his style. Every fighter has a style they feel comfortable with. Some fighters prefer keeping their distance. Some enjoy fast exchanges in the pocket. Others look to use their wrestling. But Petr Yan's pressure slowly takes those choices away. As Yan moves forward, opponents often stop creating their own attacks and start reacting to him. They may throw punches because they feel trapped, or they may attempt takedowns when they feel uncomfortable. Yan pays close attention to these reactions. Why? Because pressure forces people to make decisions under stress, and when fighters rush their choices, mistakes happen. Those mistakes create openings for Yan to attack. The longer the fight goes, the more information Yan collects, making it easier for him to read his opponent's movements and patterns. Defense creates his offense. Moving forward in a fight can be risky. Usually, walking into an opponent's punches is a dangerous choice. But Petr Yan makes it work because his defense is one of his biggest strengths. He uses head movement, blocks, parries, and boxing skills to reduce the damage coming his way. Sometimes he slips punches by only a few inches. Other times, he blocks or changes position at the right moment. What makes Yan special is his calmness under pressure. He does not panic when opponents attack. He stays focused, watches carefully, and waits for the right opportunity. When an opponent misses, Yan quickly responds with sharp counters. For Yan, defense is not just about avoiding punches. It is the first step toward creating his own attacks. Winning the energy battle. Pressure fighting can exhaust a fighter. Many aggressive fighters burn themselves out by attacking constantly. Yan does the opposite. He stays relaxed. He does not waste energy chasing knockouts. Instead, he slowly increases the pressure. Round by round, opponents become tired. Their movement slows. Their reactions become weaker. Their defense starts breaking down. Meanwhile, Yan often looks stronger as the fight continues. His pressure is not just physical, it is mentally exhausting too. Opponents know danger is always coming. Breaking confidence. Yan does not only attack the body, he attacks the mind. At the beginning of a fight, opponents are confident. They move freely. They believe they can win exchanges. But after minutes of being pressured, countered, and forced into mistakes, that confidence starts disappearing. They begin questioning themselves. Should I attack? Should I wait? Will he counter me? That hesitation slows fighters down. And in MMA, a small hesitation can decide everything. Counter-striking, his biggest weapon. Although Yan is known as a pressure fighter, his counter-striking is one of his greatest strengths. He does not always throw first. He waits for mistakes. His pressure forces opponents to react. Those reactions become predictable. If a fighter always throws a jab when Yan enters range, Yan remembers it. The next time, he is ready. He slips the jab and fires back. This is why Yan often improves as fights continue. The longer he fights, the more information he collects. And the more he understands his opponent, the easier they become to hit. Why body shots matter. Many fighters focus only on the head. Yan attacks the entire body. His body shots are important because they slowly take away an opponent's ability to fight. They make breathing harder. They reduce movement. They drain energy. And Yan's style depends on making opponents slower. By the later rounds, a tired opponent cannot move as freely or defend as well. Yan understands that winning is not always about one big moment. Sometimes it is about breaking someone down piece by piece. The José Aldo fight. A perfect example of Yan's pressure was his fight against José Aldo for the UFC Bantamweight Championship in 2020. Aldo was one of MMA's greatest fighters. Early in the fight, Aldo had success, but Yan stayed patient. He kept moving forward. He attacked the body and forced Aldo to work. As the rounds continued, Aldo slowed down. Yan's pressure increased. In the fifth round, Yan overwhelmed him with combinations against the fence and earned a stoppage victory. It was not luck. It was the result of years of patience and pressure. The Cory Sandhagen fight. Cory Sandhagen presented a completely different challenge. He was taller, creative, and unpredictable. Many fighters struggle against his movement. Yan did not panic. He stayed patient. He cut off the cage. He waited for openings. When Sandhagen attacked, Yan answered with accurate counters. The fight showed that Yan's style is not limited to one type of opponent. He can adapt while staying true to his strengths. The Sterling lesson. Every great fighter faces difficult moments. For Yan, the rivalry with Aljamain Sterling became one of the biggest challenges of his career. Their first fight ended in controversy when Yan landed an illegal knee while Sterling was considered grounded, leading to Yan's disqualification loss. In their rematch, Sterling used his wrestling and control to win a close decision. The fights showed an important lesson. Pressure striking is powerful, but against elite grapplers, fighters need answers for wrestling threats too. The Sean O'Malley fight. In 2022, Yan fought Sean O'Malley in one of the most debated bantamweight fights. Yan pressured forward and landed strong combinations. O'Malley used speed, movement, and sharp boxing. After 3 rounds, O'Malley won by split decision. Many fans disagreed with the result, while others supported the judge's decision. But the fight proved one thing. Even against elite competition, Yan's style keeps him competitive. When pressure is not enough, pressure fighting has weaknesses. A fighter with excellent movement can avoid being trapped. A great wrestler can interrupt the rhythm. A fighter with endless cardio can refuse to slow down. Yan's fight against Merab Dvalishvili showed this. Merab used constant movement, relentless wrestling attempts, and incredible pace for 5 rounds. Yan had moments, but he could not establish his usual pressure. It showed that even the smartest style has limits. The real secret of Petr Yan's style, many people believe Yan wins because he walks forward. That is only part of the story. The real reason is how everything connects. His footwork removes escape routes. His defense keeps him safe. His pressure creates mistakes. His counters punish those mistakes. His body shots drain energy. His patience keeps him dangerous. Together, these skills create one of the most complete striking systems in MMA. Opponents are not just fighting a striker. They are fighting someone who is always thinking one step ahead. Petr Yan's style teaches us an important lesson about fighting. He does not win by throwing wild attacks or taking unnecessary risks. Instead, he trusts the fundamentals that every great fighter needs. Strong footwork, solid defense, smart pressure, perfect timing. But what makes Yan special is how he puts everything together. His pressure is not about simply moving forward or throwing more punches. It is about taking away an opponent's choices, forcing mistakes, and making every moment harder for them. Every step limits movement. Every counter creates doubt. Every body shot slowly takes away energy. So, what makes Petr Yan's style so difficult to deal with? Is it his technique, his patience, or the way he reads his opponents? That is what makes his fighting style one of the most interesting in modern MMA. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Iron Fist MMA, and comment below which fighter has the best pressure style in MMA today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next breakdown.